For most of human history, mountains were seen as symbols of permanence. They stood silent on the horizon, unmoving, timeless, and eternal. People built cities beneath them, farmed their slopes, and trusted that they would always be there, unchanged. But some mountains were never truly asleep. They were only waiting. Volcanoes are among the most powerful forces on Earth, yet for much of history, humans did not understand them. To ancient eyes, a volcano was not a geological process, but a living presence. Smoke rising from the peak felt like breath. Rumbling from beneath the ground sounded like a warning. When fire finally emerged, it was often interpreted as a message from the gods. What makes volcanoes truly fascinating is not only their raw power, but their ability to quietly reshape the course of civilization. A single eruption can darken skies across continents, cool the planet, destroy harvests, and push societies into famine, migration, and political collapse. Long after the lava cools, its influence remains written into history. Tonight's story is not about fear. It is about perspective. It is about how something far beneath our feet has influenced wars, religions, economies, art, and even the way humans understand their place in the universe. Volcanoes do not choose sides. They do not target empires or protect the innocent. They simply follow the laws of nature, and humanity must adapt. As we explore these moments together, you may begin to see history differently. Not as a straight line of human ambition, but as a delicate balance between civilization and the restless planet beneath it. Before we continue, if you enjoy calm storytelling, science woven with history, and videos designed to help you relax and think more deeply, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support allows these quiet stories to keep reaching those who need them. Now, settle in. Lower the volume of the world around you. And let us travel back through time, to moments when fire from the earth quietly changed the destiny of humankind. Long before modern science could explain tectonic plates and magma chambers, people lived close to volcanoes without knowing the risks they carried. Fertile soil drew farmers in. Natural harbors supported trade. Entire cultures formed in the shadow of these sleeping giants. One of the earliest examples comes from the Mediterranean, around 1600 BCE, when the volcano on the island of Thera, now known as Santorini, erupted with immense force. Ash covered nearby islands, waves swept coastal settlements, and trade routes collapsed. The Minoan civilization, once a powerful maritime society, began to weaken. The eruption did not end the civilization overnight, but it disrupted the systems that supported it. History often changes not with a single moment, but with a series of quiet consequences. Centuries later, in the Roman world, volcanoes again left their mark. Mount Vesuvius famously buried the cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum. Yet beyond the preserved streets and homes, the eruption served as a reminder that even the most advanced societies were vulnerable. Roman writers recorded the event with awe, describing skies darkened in daylight and ash falling like snow. These records became some of the earliest scientific observations of volcanic activity. Perhaps the most far-reaching volcanic event occurred in 1815, when Mount Tambora erupted in what is now Indonesia. The explosion sent enormous amounts of ash and sulfur into the atmosphere. Sunlight weakened. Temperatures dropped. The following year became known as the year without a summer. Crops failed across Europe and North America. Food prices rose. Hunger spread. This climatic shift influenced more than agriculture. Families migrated in search of stability. Social unrest grew. Governments struggled to respond. In this quiet crisis, we see how a natural event can ripple through political and economic systems without ever appearing on a battlefield. Even creativity was shaped by volcanic consequences. During the cold, dark summer of 1816, a group of writers gathered near Lake Geneva, trapped indoors by relentless storms. One of them, Mary Shelley, would begin writing a story that questioned life, creation, and responsibility. That story became Frankenstein. A volcanic eruption, thousands of miles away, indirectly influenced the birth of modern science fiction. Volcanoes also played a role in shaping belief systems. In ancient cultures, eruptions were often linked to divine anger or cosmic imbalance. Rituals, myths, and deities emerged to explain what science could not. These beliefs influenced how societies organized themselves, how leaders justified authority, and how people understood suffering. Yet volcanoes are not only agents of destruction. Over time, their ash enriches soil, creating some of the most fertile farmland on Earth. Regions around volcanoes often recover and thrive, forming dense populations once again. Humanity returns, not out of ignorance, but out of necessity and hope. In this cycle of loss and renewal, volcanoes reveal a deeper truth about human history. Civilization has never existed separately from nature. It has always been shaped by forces beyond control. When we look back at history, it is tempting to place humans at the center of every story. We speak of leaders, inventions, wars, and ideas. But beneath all of that, the Earth has always been quietly participating. Volcanoes remind us that history is not only written by human hands. It is also shaped by pressure, heat, and movement deep below the surface. These forces do not act with intention, yet their consequences are profound. They can humble empires, inspire creativity, and force societies to reconsider what truly matters. Modern science has given us tools to monitor volcanoes and predict eruptions, but it has not removed uncertainty. We are still guests on a living planet. The ground beneath us continues to shift, as it always has. Perhaps the most important lesson volcanoes teach us is humility. They show us that progress does not make us invincible. That control is often an illusion. And that adaptation, not dominance, is what allows humanity to endure. As you prepare to rest tonight, let this thought remain gently with you. The earth beneath your home is alive with motion, slow and patient. It has carried countless generations before us, and it will carry countless more. History moves forward, shaped by choices, chance, and forces beyond our sight. And within that movement, humans continue to learn how to live, rebuild, and hope. Thank you for spending this quiet journey through science and history with me. If this story brought you a sense of calm, curiosity, or reflection, I am grateful you were here. It is time now to let your thoughts slow down. Let the noise of the day fade. And allow rest to come naturally. Good night, and sleep well.